Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega Occasionally. On this occasion, we're talking about the money pit that Thailand can be. It's not necessarily a money pit, but it certainly can be. It has been for me, but I resolve to rectify that going forward because I have to. You can't go on spending money. But Thailand's one of the easiest places in the world to part with your cash, and you don't need me to tell you. I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios of how easy it has been for me and for acquaintances of mine to part with their cash. I'm not going to mention names other than myself, but I have a friend. He's from Indonesia. He speaks perfect English but doesn't speak Thai. And he got himself involved in an online thing where you were guaranteed an income. And for the first, I'm not going to go into all the details because I don't want to give the game away, but just to tell you how easy it is to lose your money here. He did some kind of trading or something. On the first day, he made a profit of 5,000. Was it baht? Yeah, it was 5,000 baht. On the second day, he made a profit of 27,000 baht, and he thought he was away in a hack. But on the third day, he realized it was a complete another scam. He lost over 150,000 Thai baht. 150,000 Thai baht. I did the same when I first came here. And by the way, you might ask, why would anyone be so foolish to go head first into something without really giving them that much investigation? Because if you gave it that much investigation, you probably wouldn't lose that much money in 3 days. Well, I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you what my experience was, and then I'll explain why and how it's so easy to do that here in Thailand. When I came here first, I was eager to find a way that I could stay here. I had limited funds, but I had enough funds to see me through for a while, but they were limited. So I wanted to get into something that would facilitate my longevity here, let's say. And I did readily. I'm not going to mention, again, I'm not mentioning names, but I bought a car from someone. Now, I thought that was a good thing to do because I was going to get myself, you know, stable here. I needed transport. I parted with 100,000 Thai baht for the car, and within weeks it gone, the engine seized or whatever it was, I don't know, the cylinders had gone, and I was left high and dry. And I'm not going to go into any details on that. I bought it from a fellow European. I'm not going to use the word Farang, I hate it, but a fellow European. And another fellow European offloaded, well, I offloaded another 100,000 baht to him in a scam. And I say I can't go into the details on this because you don't go into details like that on YouTube. You just don't. But enough to say that it was my fault that I left myself wide open for that. So I was down 200,000 Thai baht, about $6,000 within my first month here. And boy, was I lucky to meet my wife. No, it wasn't short. I met her actually after the first 3 days here. But we didn't become a thing straight away. But boy, was I lucky to meet her. Having it, you know, I criticise Thailand a lot. I criticise Thailand a lot. But having a Thai spouse who's on your side, it's really important. You see, when you come here first and you're on your own, the people who I would advise you to be more aware of are fellow Farang. I'll say the term it's a term of convenience. Our fellow Farang. They're the ones that will rip you off, because they're the ones that ripped me off when I first came here. You see, that's assault. She just tipped me on the back. Well, that woman just tipped me on the back for me to get out of her way. I'm not blocking her way. All she had to do was go around me. Anyway, that's another thing. But they are the ones to look out for, because they know your predicament. They know you want to stay here, and they know exactly how you're thinking, and they know how to swindle you. That's the first thing. The other thing, it's up to yourself. When you want entertainment in Bangkok, there's any amount of it, and it's everywhere. But if you continue, or if you indulge, I should say, if you indulge in nighttime entertainment, I'm going to give you a rundown of prices, what it will cost you. And we're not talking about the red light districts in Sukhumvit where it's more expensive. We're talking about where the Thais go, where I live. You're looking at, if you want a girl, you're looking at about 1,000 to 2,000 baht for a night. And you're looking at a hotel, that's another 1,000 baht. That's 3,000 baht, that's $100. Then you're looking at food and drink. So you're in for the guts of 4,000 Thai baht for a night out. Now, I'm not taking those figures from any form of statistical, I'm not taking those figures from statistics, can't even say the word. I'm talking about my own personal experience. That's what you're going to have to fork out for a night out. And you might say I'm wrong, but that's worst case scenario, but that is more or less the deal. 3,000 to 4,000 Thai baht. There you go. Now you try doing that a couple of times a week. I don't know many people that can afford to do that. As well as that, karaoke bars, which are everywhere. The karaoke bars where the girl sits beside you, you sing a song or they sing a song, and then they sit and you buy a Leo, and then she sits beside you and she opens another Leo before you've even asked for it. So you're paying for 2 Leos, and then a friend of hers comes and sits down beside you a few minutes later, so you're paying for 3 Leos. And before you go anywhere, you're in for another 1,000 baht. It's happened to me. Karaoke bars here, I swear to God, you've got to be on your toes. I went into one karaoke bar with a friend of mine, just for the few drinks and for the experience. And he's from Hong Kong and he'd never been to a karaoke bar here. And the girls brought out a bottle of Regency. He said he liked whiskey. Regency is brandy. And the Thais drink it with ice. Anyway, it's actually quite, I shouldn't say that, it's quite nice with ice, believe it or not. But they were charging 800 Thai baht for a small bottle of Regency. You can get it in 7-Eleven for a lot less. I don't know what the price is, and I'm not going to leave myself open for criticism on that. But you will be ripped off in karaoke bars if you allow yourself to. You'll be ripped off, well, I don't have to say it, in Sukhumvit if you allow yourself to. So, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I said, it's easy for a European, when I say a European, an American, New Zealand or Australian, or any European, let's say, or Westerner, to come here for a 2-week holiday and blow, well, I won't say blow, but spend $5,000. I know guys have done it. You're saving up for your holiday. Your $5,000 is what you budgeted for, let's say. Some people spend more, some people spend less, but you budgeted for it. So therefore, it's all right. But when you're living here, I don't even earn $5,000 in a month. So I'm talking about the money pit that Thailand can be. And you can very, very easily find yourself in the bowels of that money pit. It's so easy. We think, you get the impression it's all cheaper here. It's probably, the cost of living is cheaper. But when you're going out looking for entertainment, it's probably cheaper again, but still, you're going to be paying $100 a night, give or take. And then you get bitten by the bug, you see. It's a kind of thing that you just can't let go of, because every street corner, you've got opportunities and temptations left, right and centre. So, Thailand can be a money pit. And you've got to be very disciplined in order to harness your spending. I've begun to do it after years of, I won't say reckless, but spending as I wanted to spend. I'm 60 in November, and this is August, and I've started to cop on to myself. You know, I won't be here forever. But one thing I want to make sure of is that I want to have enough money to enjoy myself when I'm older. And if I'm going out every night, you know, and spending $100 here and $100 there, I won't have that. So let me know what your experience is. Do you think Thailand's a money pit? It is, if you allow it to be. And this channel can be your friend if you allow it to be. All you got to do is click that like button, share button, subscribe button. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And I'll come back to you very soon with another wonderful video. Thanks for joining me.